You, what going on? Hey. You. It's your boy, John, back again. Same difference. We there with another episode with the fantabulous Chef Tiffany Hanley. She's coming on because she is competing and she's carrying the Virgin Islands flag on her back. She's based out of Orlando, but she's repping VI in the favorite chef competition. So we're gonna go ahead and ask her some questions, get into what is the favorite chef competition, and as always, we want Aya to support the thing because she is VI's very own, and we support everything and anyone that is VI over here, right? So I'm gonna bring her on after these messages, though. Let's go. Oh. Are you there again? Hey, thank you, Chef Tiffany. Thanks for coming through. We appreciate you.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Can you tell the people who you are, why you are here tonight, why they need to listen to what's up?
Good evening, people. My name is Tiffany Hanley. A lot of people know me on Facebook as Fantabulous. Born and raised in the Virgin Islands, St. Croix to be exact. I've been living in Orlando now for the past 11 years. I have been Island Cravings, which is my business. Um, I have actually been in business now for the past 4 years. And I have decided to run for favorite chef. It's a favorite chef competition. Some people may know about it, some people may not know about it. It is a public voting competition with Carla Hall. She is a renowned chef. She be on Top Chef. She's on Food Network. And so I'm not exactly sure when Favorite Chef started, but I know I came across it last year, 2023, and it was public voting. Someone in the Virgin Islands as well last year had was actually in the competition, and this year I decided to step out. There is more than one person from the Virgin Islands that is competing in this competition, me being one of them. I personally know it's me and two others. I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, I do stand. I do apologize. But yeah, I it's a public voting, like I said, it's based off of public votes. And I'm here to actually tell you guys a little bit more in depth about the competition as we go on.
Thank you. To anyone listening, right? We are not partial. We do not charge for you to come on the show. The reason she's on the show right now is because she reached out and she trying to get her name out there as she should. So if the other contestants see this and they like, wow, these man not already simmer down. Like I ain't never taste Island Cravings food. I would love to. I was supposed to be in Orlando, but my postmaster, my manager, hate. So that's the only reason me get to taste the food. But look, if you're out there and you're running in a competition, you also can come on. But it's about who's better. So
Definitely.
let's get to that. Marcus Norman asks, "What's she cooking? Who are dead?" Well,
Okay,
hmm
good question. So as of right now, as the competition started on Monday, which was the 20th, the first round of the competition goes up until May 30th, which is 10 days. Um, you are actually all the chefs. Well, it's a wide thing. It's just not here in Florida. So we have a lot of chefs on board. And what they're doing, they have different groups. There's a multiple groups of about 20 people. And what happens is that on May 30th, which is the end of the first round, the five people with the lowest amount of votes, they instantly get disqualified. Then the 15 people that is remaining out of the 20 people that the 20 people that first started, the 15 people moves on. Now, mind you, a lot of people don't know that this competition is approximately 9 weeks long. The winner for the
Nine
competition,
weeks.
9 weeks. The winner for the competition is not going to be announced until August 2nd. And I'm
This
gonna
a
tell you
boot
why.
camp, man.
So, so, so what happens is, so like I said, there's 20 people. 20
Mm-hmm.
people is in a group. The first five people is gonna get disqualified on May 30th. 15 people move on. 10 days from now, I mean, 10 days from May 30th, another five people get knocked off. Then we drop it down to 10. After that, the 10, five more people get knocked off, and then
Mm-hmm.
five people is left standing, and that's when it gets real. So after the first, second, third, fourth cut, then there is the semifinals, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the finals.
Jeez.
So it's a lengthy process, but it's for a it's for a good thing at the end for the
Okay.
winner.
Let's get into there's questions in the chat, right? Let's get into them
Okay,
real quick. Marcus is going straight for the jugular. You want to know, are you better than them? If you say yes, stand on it. Eh?
I stand on business. I always say, and this is something that I've always said since I have started cooking. Everybody has their own unique style. I don't cook like I don't cook like the next person. The next person might not cook like me, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm firm on what I produce, and I know where it has got me. So definitely, yeah, I definitely say I'm the best. Like, yeah,
See
because
that? Oh,
yeah, yeah, I stand on business.
what's your top dish?
Ooh, that's hard. That's a real hard question. If you asking me like top dish to prepare for somebody or a top dish that I like to eat, or is it like elaborate on your top dish when you said
Let's
top dish?
so we gonna wait for him to respond, right? But for right now,
Okay.
let's say what's the top dish, as in the most requested.
Currently, right now, it is seafood rice.
I'm sorry, you said seafood
Yeah,
rice.
seafood rice.
What exactly is that?
So I usually put lobster, conch, crawfish, shrimp, mussels, um, scallops sometimes, mussels. I put all of that in like a Cajun blend and I mix it with rice. So it has a Cajun kick, it has a spicy kick to it, but it comes with a VI flair.
Good Lord, how much is that? About $65?
No,
You take EBT or what?
and usually when I have my food sale and so like I usually do sell it and then people like they buy them by the pans. They buy them by pans of like pans. I just had a customer last week that bought a pan of seafood
By
rice
the
for
man.
students for students in the high school.
High school, not college,
Yeah.
not
No. I
what?
want to believe if I want. Yeah, yeah, she teaches high school. She just bought a pan of
Uh,
seafood rice from me last week, Monday. The first time, a matter of fact, the first time that she reached out to me, she didn't know who I was. She reached out to me on Facebook. That's what she wanted. She was having a baby shower. She said she wanted seafood rice, and I was like, okay. So when I made her the pan of seafood rice for her baby shower, her daughter is maybe about 2 years, maybe 3 years now. She hasn't left me yet. She's
that's
rocking
what's
by
up.
my side
I
since
like to hear
then.
that.
So yeah, she's a sweetheart. She definitely.
Like I said,
Yes,
we
yes,
we rolling with everybody VI, right? So this becomes difficult because you're not the only VI person.
definitely.
So could we
And you
vote
know
for
what?
all of you?
Yes, you can. So because we all have different links, and I'm gonna go ahead and call their name because I like I said, I do respect their hustle. Because we all doing the exact same things here in Florida. And like I said, even though that we may have different flavors of cooking, at the end of the day, we are representing the Virgin Islands. So I know that I'm for sure in the competition. Some people may be familiarized with Maria Edwards for Maria's Kitchen. She as well is in the competition as well. And the niece, I do not remember her last name, but her business is called Ras Potts Catering. She's from the Virgin Islands as well, and her fiance is the chef, and he's in the competition as well. Because all of us have different unique links, you are more than welcome to vote for all three of us if that be the case. That's totally fine. That all the votes will go to whoever you vote for, that particular person will get that vote. So yeah, you could definitely vote for all three of us.
Hey, shout out to you for calling them out by their
Yeah,
name to
I
show
definitely
it's all
I
love.
definitely respect them. And before the competition started, I reached out to them, I inboxed them, and I told them, um, for me is the experience, because like really and truly, I wanted to join it last year, and I was like, them people ain't picking me. I ain't about to be wasting my time on doing that. And I let it go. And I came around again this year and I was like, you know something? Let me go ahead and let me put my best foot forward. Like, what's the worst that could happen? So I went
True.
ahead and on Mother's Day, I got the access granted email that I was moving.
That's awesome.
Like I told them, I've never been a hater. Like I like especially black people, and of course, definitely my own. Um, it might be something, like I said, it might be something that you have over me. I don't know. I don't know everybody's like unique cooking style, but we all doing it for the same purpose. And at the end of the day, we
Awesome.
are representing the Virgin Islands. So I know if I can't represent the Virgin Islands, and God forbid that I fall off, Maria could probably carry on that torch. The niece could probably still carry on that torch, and at least
Oh,
I know that it's somebody that I have supported from ever since we actually came in contact. So and shout out to those ladies as
um, whoever in your background, you want to tell them like, hey, simmer down a little bit. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So how much is the grand prize?
the
There
grand
is a
prize
grand
is
prize.
there is a grand prize, so it's three different things that you win.
Uh-huh.
Um, you win $25,000. You win a picture on the cover of Home magazine, and you get to have a cooking experience with Carla Hall. I can't hear you.
Home magazine is kind of a big
Okay.
deal in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's one of them top magazines. Yes, it is.
Marcus want to know, what are you going to do with the grand prize?
I'm glad that you asked that question, Marcus. Marcus, I would like to meet you because your questions are dope.
You got to go on his show,
So,
gentleman style. Go on his
oh,
show too.
so the $25,000 that I'm going to get, I definitely want to. Me being here in Orlando, I've realized living here, there are a lot of Jamaican restaurants. Love to the Jamaicans. I don't have no issue with Jamaicans, but there are a lot of Jamaican restaurants here, and there's so many VI people here in Orlando, and I don't feel like our name is out there as it should be. There's restaurants, there's food trucks. The Jamaicans they're all over. So what I decided to do is that I want to get a food truck. I want to be able to be mobile. Um, I want like be um, fully equipped, of course. I definitely want to be able to travel to different events. Like Orlando Carnival is this weekend. I want to be able to go to these events. If there's an event in Tampa, I want to be able to. I want to bring the Virgin Island flair to them. They don't have to come to me. I want to bring it to them. So I want to go where they are, whether it be events, whether it be concerts, whether it just be hanging out on the weekend. I want to bring that Virgin Islands culture, our Virgin Islands culinary cuisine, our authenticness to
Go
well, I
ahead, go
don't know
ahead,
what
go ahead.
um that was funny. I would definitely want to bring that up here because, like I say, there's a lot of us up here, but there's not a place where you could say, oh, well, I visit in Orlando. Let me go sit down in this restaurant and eat beside three, four restaurants, and that's been around for a while. But off the top of my head, I don't even think that there's another VI restaurant that's solid when I talk about VI
Mm,
cuisine. So I definitely want to be out in the community, um, promoting definitely VI
that's what's up.
culinary authentic food because I don't feel like it's out there as it should be.
Correct. And I'm glad that you said that because that's the whole point of this podcast as well, to spotlight VI people, VI artists, VI everything. Right. And I
Hmm.
don't think people understand that we don't get the recognition that we should.
That's
Like
true.
we're doing big, big, big things. Yeah, people doing
We,
it large, but then it'll feel some type of way when it's like, oh, we from Haiti, we from Jamaica, and
yes,
it's
yes, yes. I hear that all the time. Oh, yeah, you're Jamaican? No,
no.
I don't even speak like them. Why would you even think that? I don't
But
even
they
talk.
can't tell the difference. You
Yeah,
check.
they can't tell the difference. And I say the words that they use, I don't even use. I don't even know how to put them things in sentence.
I'm gonna be honest.
What?
I'm gonna be honest. I have trouble even interpreting Jamaicans'
Yes, I don't
speech.
understand them.
When they talk full yardy, I'm like, stop. Because a
I'm
partner had
lost.
a podcast, right? And he was like, hey, go watch my podcast. And it was three of them just talking straight yard, man. I was like, listen, if you want this thing to go anywhere, you're going to have to yank a little bit because I
Yeah,
don't know what you're saying. And I from
that's
home.
true. That's true. That's definitely true. I don't understand what they're saying. If they're speaking regular, but when it switched to the whole patois thing, I'm like, what? What does that even
Nah,
mean? We don't use
turn
those
this off.
words.
Switch it
Yeah,
up.
definitely.
I love the Jamaicans. Y'all cool and
Yeah,
everything.
that's what I said. Like I
But
said, like I made that clear. I don't have nothing against them. Like I said, they're doing their thing out there, and I just feel like they're an island just like us. They're stepping out there doing their thing. Like the Virgin Islands could do the same thing too. And we have talent. Like we have a lot of amazing talent, whether it be music, whether it be art, whether it be cooking, whether like we have some talent. We just gotta get it out there, like
facts,
and stand on what we promoting, what we trying to be successful in.
facts. Now, who is your favorite chef? You're running for the favorite chef competition. You're trying to get a crown, but who is yours?
This is gonna sound so bad. My favorite chef is Chef Ramsay. Um, he is
Which
very, yes.
Ramsey?
No, I'm telling, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm
Not
gonna
the
tell you.
London
Wait,
dude that cost everybody.
I promise you. Let me tell you why. When I have first started like following him and like checking out how he cook and his culinary and his restaurants and stuff like that, I was like, oh my God, this man's so mean. He don't know how to talk to people. Yes, granted, he don't know how to speak to people because certain things that I have heard him told people, whew, okay, but he remind me of a parent. When you see potential, and I'm just wait.
They're not
You
telling
know
on you in
when?
the comments. They said because he's like you.
Let me tell you why. Because he remind me of a parent. You know when a parent see
Okay,
potential in their child and they're gonna push their child and be like, listen, I know that you could do this. I see potential in you. Like what you doing? Like his push have instilled my push. So at times where I'm like, why ready to give up? Because this is not, or I'm about to catch a whole anxiety attack in the kitchen because I have a million and one things going on. It's like, well, what you doing all this for? What you about to catch an anxiety attack for? Why you about to catch? Why you look like why you look the way you look? I done gotta tighten up. And he don't like motivate me and be like, why like keep going. You could do this. Like it seems hard, but he definitely has maybe came a like a long way because he has definitely motivated me to in a harsh way, not in a oh you want some mashed potato? No, not mashed potato push. Like this is ground food dashing and green bananas push, like hard push. Yeah, I've been watching Chef Ramsay for years, and I just like the way that he is. Like he's a pusher. It
I'm gonna
comes out
clip
very
this
abusive and hard, but
because
he's a
it
pusher.
is. I'm gonna clip this because I hope that he see it. And for us, when I post this clip, right, I need to
Hmm.
share it and don't play with me neither. Share it, cause I gonna say this. Not everyone requires the same type of motivation. What
That's
you're
true.
hearing right now, you may be like, nah, 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 he to abuse people and stuff. But different people require different motivation. Some people require that gentle stuff, and you know what I'm saying, you got talks after them. Other people like me, and it seems like Chef Hanley over here, they need that rough, gruff, get me like you
Yes.
in up. And
Yeah,
I
yes,
like that because
yes,
that'll charge me
yes.
up, the man.
You crying and be like, oh my gosh, but why you crying for? Wipe your tears. Let's go. Like you don't have no time to cry. Like if you believe in yourself and I believe in you, like let's do this. Don't give me
Exactly.
mashed potato and butter. Like I say, give me this, give me the dashing and the tanya and the green bananas because I might want it harder than just soft mashed potato. Somebody else might like mashed potato. Just say me. Like give it to me, blood raw and hard.
Facts. See that? That's what it is. Y'all need to understand, especially if you're a leader, you're a manager or a supervisor or something, you need to understand that your management style, you need to be able to adapt. Because you're dealing with multiple personalities and some
Hmm.
people need different types of motivation. So I'm with you on that, Chef Tiffany. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, because in boot camp, the man, listen, the man used to throw metal trash can down the hallway to wake us up. And
It
I
didn't
was up,
break you.
I was
It didn't
awake.
break you. It didn't
No,
break you.
but
Exactly.
some people quit because that's not what you're on. And
Only,
that's
only,
okay.
only the strong survive.
I
Only
ain't
the
gonna
strong
call
and
him a
only leave it
week.
like that. No,
I ain't
I
gonna call him a week.
didn't. I just say only the strong survives. Like
Correct,
that's what it
correct.
is in my end. Because like I said, when I first started off, like I had so many weak moments. Like I'm like, I about to stop cooking as much as I enjoy cooking. Like this is hard. And a lot of people don't understand it's even harder when you're doing it alone. A lot of things I do by myself. So quick story, I just went to my uncle's house earlier today. Haven't seen him in years. I was chopping it up with my cousin. And he was like, you did a wedding last year. Like you have people like to work with you? And I say, yeah. But to be honest with you, the people that works with me, they only come aboard and work with me when it's time to share the food. So from the shopping for the food to the prepping, the seasoning, all the meat, the cooking, the setting up, the preparation is all done by one person. It's not easy. So I had times like when I have first started coming out, I had problems with like time management, like certain things like I had to start getting like, okay, time management. Okay, it will take me this long to do this. It will take me this long to do this. I could probably you got to find your flow. And in the beginning, I was finding my flow in the kitchen. I was finding my flow. And last year, I did my third wedding, and it was for 100 people. And when I started to cook the food, I said, "Oh my God, here we go! It's so much food. It's so much this. It's so much that." when we go back to time management, by the time I was finished, I still had time to just unwind. Be like, okay, whew, I'm done now. I'm able to relax.
To be
So
clear,
yeah,
100 people, it was you doing majority of the work. Is that
I
correct?
cooked, I cooked every last pan by myself. And I have a witness sitting in this house right now.
Wow.
My dad actually traveled
Wow.
from back home, came to Orlando to help me, and yeah, by the time he dozed off, and by the time he woke back up, I had the food just on a spread. He said, but I went to sleep for a short period of time. I say, yeah, usually the pots that I use, they take up two burners. It's not a one burner thing. I got a
Hmm.
pot that's taken up by two burners. So that's how big these pots are. So yeah, it's not.
Jesus.
It, it's
Jesus.
not. Yeah, and I did everything from the shopping to the preparation to the cooking to the everything was done by me. The only help that I usually have is if somebody requires people to serve food, then my servers come on board and they assist serving food. At that point, I'm done. I'm not serving no food. That's what they
True.
do.
Marcus Norman, he's posting the voting link. It's on there
Thank
several times.
you.
So if you're
Thank you.
watching right
Thank
now,
you.
please go ahead and click that link and go ahead and vote. It's like 2 steps. It's quick, it's fast, it's no hassle. If you feel so moved, go ahead and vote for Chef Hanley and go ahead and let her know that you feeling her and you like the energy and support the team. You know what I mean?
And another thing too, not meaning to cut you off, John. Another thing some people don't understand is it's a public voting, but it's done every day. You do it,
Mm-hmm.
it's a daily thing. So because you voted on Monday, that doesn't mean that you can't vote on Tuesday. So every
Once a day.
24 hours, you're able to go ahead and you vote. The only how that you're not able the only if you voted today and you wanted to go back and vote like 6 hours from now, the only how that you're able to do that is if you're going to purchase the votes. The donations do not come to me. The donations goes to their organization. They have their own nonprofit that they got going on. But no, none of the donations come to me. It just gives me votes.
Thank you. Thank you for
That's
clearing that up.
yes,
We
but
have
it's
a
actually
very
done daily. Hmm.
we have a very important question in the chat.
Go
Can you
ahead.
cook goat water for September? End of September to be exact.
Yeah, let me know. I got you.
Um, we letting you know.
I got
We
you.
letting you know right now. End of
Yeah, I
September,
got you. I
approximately
just
the
need
27th,
I just
28th.
20 you see September what is?
September 27th, 28th.
And the 28th. Okay, I got you.
Gentleman Style and Same Difference podcast. We're gonna be doing Same Difference and Friends Part 2. Right? It's a
Part 2.
2-day event, yes. And we need go
Okay.
water when we touch down.
I promise y'all I got you.
Oh,
Promise you I
I
got you.
hear this next one.
I
They
coming
put the
through.
request.
I would like to.
They put the
You see where you
request.
start? You see where you start? Listen, this young lady, Miss Jarvis, right?
Uh-huh.
I've known her for a while, and she got pregnant. While she was pregnant, she wanted me to make potato salad for her, and her son is maybe about 5, if I'm not mistaken, maybe about 5, 6. And every food sale that I have, if she could have get potato salad, every food sale I had, she would have get it. And I'm sitting down watching her right now, and I'm like, well, why is she still talking about this potato salad? She don't even live in Orlando no more, but she already placed her order because she gonna be here soon. And she lives in Georgia. She already placed her order that she gonna be here for this potato salad. But
Listen,
I definitely got y'all on this goes wild. It's gonna be tonight.
one thing Black people slash Caribbean people do not play about is food.
It's food,
If
definitely,
it's good, they come in back again and
definitely.
again and again.
And
If you
again,
mess this thing up one time,
oh, they ain't coming back.
never.
They're not coming back.
And this
They're
is
not
another
coming back.
important question.
Hmm.
Marcus want to know if you get raisins in them. Man.
Reasons and what?
He to say things.
Oh,
You don't just say things sometimes. You get
you said it
raisins
was
in it.
you said it was an important
It
question.
is important because if raisins in there, I don't make my judgment. So yeah,
That don't even belong in there.
thank you, thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
That's
Because
not a thing.
if it had
That's
raisins or apple slices, we would have cut this like now.
yeah, that's not a oh god, here we go. Yeah, that's not that's
Yeah.
that's not a thing. Yeah, raisins and yeah,
Okay.
that's not a thing
Yeah.
that we
R-
do in the Virgin Islands.
raisins and or apple slices.
And none of that belong in there. That's not a thing. People that put
Listen,
apple
when
in
I
potato
lie, what I
salad.
see is a black screen. Anytime she says she put apple slices in this stick, we done. I wrapping up my mic, everything.
People that put apple in I've never people that put apple in potato salad.
You know
God
what type of
damn
people
man.
that do that. You know the type of people that do that. Come on now. What we talking about for real? What are we saying?
Oh gosh. No, yeah, that's not what we do back home. That's not what my ancestors
Okay.
taught me back home. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
All right. So, what are your favorite spots to eat? You over there in the O, but I would like, I know you've been there for a while, like 11, 12 years, but what are your favorite spots to eat? Not just in the O, but also back home, if you could remember.
In the old Caribbean food, uh,
I would think.
I don't. First of all, it's kind of hard to find Caribbean food, and like I mentioned earlier, and for me, you have to go in and get Puerto Rican, not Puerto Rican, but like there's some Puerto Rican like Hispanic spots, not too close to me, but to me sometimes it's a hit and miss. Um, but there's a lot of Jamaican spots, but yeah, I don't really eat out. I gonna be so honest with you. I don't really eat out.
That's cool.
If I have to spend my money to start going and buy a plate of oxtail, mm, I'll make it myself.
Okay. This man keep talking. Do you have a cookbook?
I actually started working on a cookbook.
You
I
are.
I
Mm.
started working on a cookbook.
Is
Yes,
this
I
an
have.
exclusive?
It's something that I haven't talked about yet, but I've definitely been putting some recipes together.
Nice.
I definitely have been working on it for about a year and a half.
Has that been difficult for you? Because like black people,
Yes,
we
yes,
just
yes,
season and
yes,
do whatever.
yes,
It's the
yes.
ancestors guiding our hands.
It is very, very hard. And I think for me that's why it's kind of like it's taking so long because I'm not that person that you could just call and say, hey, you could give me the recipe for such and such. Like how much of this on it? I don't know, just shake and taste. Just sprinkle and then taste it and see how it tastes. Like I can't give recipes like that. Like I
Uh-huh.
could maybe tell you what I put in there, but how much the food gods they just lead the
Yeah,
way.
because
I
you
don't know.
going until
Yeah, it's hard. It's
yeah,
really, really
you
hard to
going
do.
until your ancestors say, that's enough, my child.
Yeah, and then you start having something. Yeah, let me go back and put. But by this time, you don't put two garlic. You probably need another one. Be like, well, ain't two no more now. It's three. Yeah, it's kind of hard. It definitely is.
People should be tasting their food as they go though.
They which is very true. Um, and I tell people like the way that I cook, especially for customers. I know in our they try to put diabetes and high blood pressure and all type of high cholesterol on us people. Um, and we don't take it and they want to give you about 1,000 pressure pills to take and insulin and all kind of things they don't want to give you. And I have But that was a learning thing that I had to do. You had to minimize the amount of salt. So I tell people sometimes, like, you to have to, the way I cook and the recipe that I may give you may not work for you because you might like salt. I don't go to McDonald's another time, don't put no salt on my French fries because they're gonna send me to the people in grave because I had to shake too much. But I know somebody when you go to McDonald's, they want double salt. You try and go in somebody coma. So it definitely, so that's why I say I could definitely tell you what I put in it, but the amount it would have to be by your judgment. What you can tolerate, what you a customer using. Yeah, it's hard. It definitely is. A
Okay.
cookbook is hard.
Marcus asks, you got any gluten-free options? Any vegan food options?
I do have vegan food options. Usually when I sell food, and even when I do in catering, I do offer vegan options for those that don't eat, meat or anything like that, whether it be tofu, whether it be lentil balls, whether it be different things, chickpeas, maybe a stew with chickpea. It varies. Gluten free, yes. Once I am dealing with a customer, that's one of the questions that I definitely ask if it's gluten free, vegan, or if you have any allergies. I have a lot of allergies as I'm sitting right here talking to you. I'm allergic to cheese, soy, nuts. I don't even know how I don't even eat because I am allergic to so many things, but it's not an allergic reaction that would actually send me to the hospital. But I have a lot of allergies, so I definitely do ask in advance before I even prepare anything. You have any allergies? You're gluten free? Do I have to pick up any specific um, ingredients for you? Vegans cook differently, cook in a whole different pot. Yeah, I take those things very serious. And I said only because I take it serious, only because the Virgin Islands Rastafarian family community is definitely different from America Rastafarian
Facts.
family. So that's a culture back home. That's a way of life. That's a lifestyle back home. Versus of it in America, it's a style. So I tend to definitely ask those questions. Like if you order, if I don't even have to know that you don't eat meat, but if you order fish for me and you order chicken for me, I'll never put it in the same bag. I'll separate the bags because I just never know. I will never put fish and meat in the same bag together.
That's
It has
real.
to be separated.
That's real. That's how you supposed to do it. That's some serve
Yeah, don't
safe
belong in the same
certification
bag.
type
Yeah, don't
vibes.
belong in the same bag. You don't know. Maybe this person just don't fool with meat at all. What if it's so many things that could happen? What if the gravy spill? What if this? Yeah, don't be even put it in the same bag at all. Just separate it.
Let's backtrack a little bit. Let's get to know Tiffany Hanley a little bit, right?
Okay.
When did you realize that, hey, I want to get into this cooking thing? Like this works for me. I want to do that.
I realized, let's backtrack. I was working in Plaza East when I was living back home. Um, a lot of people may know her. Javon Torres, that's my sweetheart. She was having a baby shower. She asked me to make her a lasagna, simple lasagna. I'll never forget, and I think that's where it actually pushed me. I made a lasagna for her baby shower. And after baby shower was done, she came back and she was like, people was talking about this lasagna. What your point is? I was like, well, I ain't put nothing special in it. It was just basic. She said you had to have put something in it. Somebody else met me that was at the baby shower. They told me about it, and then it was like it was coming, like it was coming. I had a lot of compliments about it, and I was like, what? She told me, well, maybe you should start doing some sales, like do some sales on Friday. I said, what? For lasagna? First of all, I think it's Veggie Creations is right next door. I think that's what it's called, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, please somebody correct me. Veggie Creations is right across the road from Plaza. And I said, but they don't sell lasagna already, but yeah, it's veggie. I'm like, man. Okay. I went
I
ahead and I
think it's
started.
specialist or something like
Oh,
that. Like
specialist?
some
Okay.
specialist or
I
something
remember
like that. Good.
somebody that do veggie something was over there. And I was like, "Ugh, okay. And I started. And I still wasn't taking it serious, but I knew that I had like to cook. But where I am today, I didn't see that wasn't part of my future at all. So I started cooking and I was like, but I started
Lasagna,
cooking
your
when
lasagna ain't no easy dish though.
it
That's not
it
no starter
you could
dish.
yeah, you could definitely mess up a lasagna in the twinkling of an eye. It definitely you could mess it up, but you see,
Okay, let's be
I don't
clear.
use you I don't I guess for me it's different. Somebody else might say, "Oh, that's easy," and I feel like it is the
Lasagna,
easy. It's some
bruh.
meat, some cheese,
Hold up.
and some.
In the chat, right? Because I know somebody child out there that only to make Alfredo. If for everybody in the chat right now, lasagna, is that a easy dish or is that a dish with some sort of difficulty? Please tell me in the chat.
Yeah,
But
I
you
definitely would want
continue.
to see that because there was lasagna. I feel like it was,
Lasagna,
but
that thing
yeah,
is labor intensive. But go on.
okay. So, it started there. Like I said, I still didn't take it. I still didn't take it as nothing. I went ahead and I started selling food, and then a couple of months after, I ended up relocating to Orlando. And then when I got here, I still wasn't cooking yet. I still wasn't cooking yet. And I said, I gotta get back in this cooking. Like, that's my happy place. I started back cooking, and it was just, okay. I still wasn't taking it serious. And about 4 years ago was when I was like, yeah, this is what I love to do. This is my passion. I'll fun fact about me, I will cook food and call somebody and tell them come for a plate of food, and I wouldn't eat, and I'll eat a bowl of cereal and go to sleep just because I wanted to go in the kitchen
Wow.
and just cook something. Sometimes something what I cook, I may not eat. I can't eat it. I can't eat cheese. I allergic to cheese, so I might probably make something with cheese or make something that can't eat. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but it'd be really hard for me to eat my own food. I guess because after sampling the food in the
That's
kitchen
wild to hear a cook,
for
a chef
real.
say. That's wild.
Yes, it's hard. It's yeah. I guess after me smelling so much food, tasting as I go, and yeah, by the time for me to sit down and eat, it's like I basically don't eat everything on the plate already. I'll eat bread and cheese and go to sleep. I
So what are you
promise you.
telling me? You're not so okay. If you're allergic to all these things, how are you tasting them?
So, prime example, I'm very very much allergic to seafood. If I'm making, let's say making pancake butter sauce, I
Which
will
we
mix
also
in.
need September 27th and the 28th.
Okay, wait, can't make some
We
pancake.
also need that September
Pancake butter
27th and
sauce.
the 28th. Okay,
And
sorry. I'm sorry.
when you get a conch, right, you tell me if that conch tastes like something that somebody allergic to.
Listen, I need that conch. I need the conch that the Bahamians that they don't know how to do. Because if you're from the Caribbean and you went to the Bahamas and you taste their conch salad and it's like, no man, this for them. This is a tourist food. I need the other kind. But I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I keep cutting you off. Go ahead.
I like I was saying for even for the conch, and I'm able to eat conch. Shrimp I definitely can. So let's say making shrimp and butter sauce. I will go ahead and I will make the sauce and I will taste the sauce. Now, mind you, you already know that shrimp is not a hard thing to cook. Shrimp is cooking in minutes. So I'll make the sauce. So I'll taste all the sauce, get the sauce good, and then I'll drop the shrimp in. Once the shrimp is in, I'm not tasting it after that. But I know when I put the shrimp in, The sauce was already to perfection to how I needed to. And trust me, I live in a house that have
Okay.
testers too. So if I need to borrow somebody mug, hey, come let me borrow your
Okay.
mug. But yeah, I will make sure that anything that I'm allergic to, which is like really and truly, um, I really take a look out for shrimp, like because I know that I'm so allergic to it. Yeah, I'll make you shrimp in butter sauce, and you would never know that I'm allergic to it.
I'm sure they do not argue about being your taste tester. I'm sure they volunteer every time.
They do, they
That's
do.
what's up. So, are you classically trained, or you just kind of the ancestors taught you throughout the lines?
So not classically trained, and that's another thing that I want. I'm definitely wanting to like sharpen up my. Cause there's always rooms for growth. There's always you learn things every day. So I'll never sit here and say, oh, I know that I know everything. Definitely don't. There's always room to learn more. I definitely want to sharpen up my culinary skills, but I have actually been cooking from the age of 12.
When you say culinary skills, what do you mean? Sharpen up.
Um, They're like in depth in the culinary world. So home chef, of course, our ancestors, you know, I got that down pat. But in the whole like in the culinary world, like that, 5-star restaurants and stuff like that, I can't sit here and say that I know that I can do it because I know I could do it. Anything I put my mind to do, I know I could do it because it's been proven. Um, but definitely to sharpen, be like, okay, well, you know, this may go here and this may pair better with this and this may I kind of want that kind of kitchen skill. But basically, let me say this. Our cuisine back home is different from cuisine up here. This cuisine up here, it speaks volume. So with that being said, a lot of skill and technique that is in this kitchen is not in this kitchen, especially back home. So when I say sharpen up like my skills and my techniques and pairing and different things in the kitchen in this world is what I wanted to sharpen in because in this world I got that down.
Thank you for clearing that up.
So we gonna say
Um,
these people and these people. We're gonna just
yeah,
say in
yeah,
this
yeah.
world.
We know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna post this question up because if you ask one more time, listen, people, I see you, I see you, love, I see you in the comments, I see you, beloved, I see you. Uh, I'm not ignoring you. It's just that the guest is talking, but I'm gonna post this and I'm gonna post the
But
question that's gonna come after it, right? Marcus asks, "Do you bake also?" And he's going to ask after that, "Do you make tarts?"
I don't bake. I don't have no interest in baking.
He- What? That's
No, I ain't doing. I don't. Is the I think for me is the measurements. Oh, you got point this amount of flour, baking soda, the salt, the egg, the milk, yeah. I don't have. I've never been interested in baking. I'm gonna be so honest with you. No, no, I'm gonna say something. I can't say that I don't never want to learn, but if the opportunity presents itself, I'm definitely going to jump on it. But I have always been exposed to food, not the baking world. It's always been food.
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't mad at that because I'm a food dude. I don't care
Yeah,
about no
food too.
sweets. Feed me, get my belly full. Me want
And
no
that's
sweet
it.
treats.
And that's it.
Yeah,
And that's it.
like all that. Oh, I want to make a cake with the food though.
Yeah, that's a
That's
dessert. And that's not mandatory. The food is necessary. You need the food.
exactly,
You don't need no sweet.
exactly.
You need a tart. That's optional.
Have you worked in a fast-paced kitchen, like a restaurant or a hotel before?
I've, excuse me, I have worked in a fast-paced kitchen in a nursing home. Um, a private nursing home here in Orlando. Very, It was very different. Of course, we was in this kitchen. I can remember the first time I went in there. They tell me to go make tuna fish. Let me give you this joke. They said we'll be making some tuna fish for the residents, and yeah, we're gonna put you on board to make the tuna fish, and then we're gonna go from there. I gone in the pantry, I pick up black pepper. I gonna pick up all color peppers, onions. So the chef came to me. He said, "So what are you doing?" I said, "I'm making tuna fish." He said, "No, we just put salt, pepper, and a little white salt and black pepper, and maybe some celery seeds, some celery seasoning, and some mayo." I said, "I can't make that in a meal. I never make that like that. I don't know how that going to taste. I can't. That don't even sound right. That's why you're giving to the people in the pay now you all this money to feed them. You salt and pepper and mayo." I have worked in a yes, I definitely have. It was in the beginning it was very challenging. It had its up days, ups, and it had its downs. Some days was, rather slow, and then some days like you either on the grill, you on the line. Sometimes you gotta work both. You gotta be able, like, you have to be able to multitask. That was like a big thing. I would definitely I would definitely go back there because I definitely did like the challenge. I
Really?
would
You into
I
that?
def I definitely would. However, Island Cravings have been in business for the past 4 years, and for the past year, I've been an entrepreneur. So for the past year,
Mm,
I have not been working for nobody but myself.
awesome. I okay. Let me be clear here, right? You have Island Cravings. Island Cravings is your baby. Is it
That's right.
a is it a physical restaurant or no?
No, it's just the name of my
Okay.
business.
But even though you have your own business for 4 years and you eating off of that day, would you still take the opportunity to go work in like a restaurant or work for somebody else?
Now, like currently, right now,
Yes.
no, I don't see it really
Okay.
happening.
Okay. All right. I was about to say. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. I
Okay.
feel
Nah,
like
things rough.
I came really, really, really far, and this was my goal. Like I was like, I tired of punching into people clock. I tired of people telling me when I could go home, when I can't go home, what I should do, what I can't do. Like I just feel like I need to be able to get Island Cravings as strong as I need it to be, where I'm able to be sustained. And I was working for Walmart. That was the last job that I had, working for Walmart fraud department. That was last year. And April, I said, yeah, that was it for me. And it's been a year since I've been doing good.
God damn it.
You,
We need to have the same energy for entrepreneurs when they branch out on their own that we do with people that just got a new job working for somebody else. Like
mhm.
let's maintain that same energy because it's actually riskier. It's a bigger risk, and you know what I'm saying, it's all on that person. We need to actually come around and support. The same way you're doing baby showers, we need to have business showers, goddamn it. Because like those people are going into a business, they need things. And the businesses, the small businesses, they actually support the community directly as
Yes,
compared to Walmarts and big shop businesses for
very
real.
true.
Let's be honest. Because Walmart ain't doing shit for the community, right?
Literally,
Even a Family Dollar, even the dollar store that's a $1.25 store right now, they're not giving
hmm.
back like that.
They're not.
You need
They're
to
not.
support your small businesses because they give back straight, because they live in the community.
They do. They do.
Right?
You're absolutely right.
But let me get off my soapbox. So in other world of culinary, baking is something you're gonna have to tap into. Do you agree with that?
Um, Definitely. Definitely. I definitely think so because I feel like you have to be able to be versatile.
Mm-hmm.
It's not when I say let me backtrack.
Okay.
Working for someone Working in a restaurant, working in a top restaurant, I feel like if you come in there as a chef, you have to be able to be versatile. You might be able to be cook, you might, be able to cook, but you probably might also have to. It happens on TV all the time where we're gonna have one round of you cooking food, we're gonna have another round of you making desserts. So I feel like baking might be a thing like in top restaurants and stuff like that. I don't, I, for me, my aim or where I might like 5 years, speaking hypothetically, like where I see myself going, I can't sit here and say baking is not a thing, but like I said, I am open to learn. Like it's not gonna hurt me to pick up something else and put it up under my arms. Like what's the worst that can happen? But as of right now, yeah, baking.
That's dope. That's dope.
I'm gonna leave the bacon for the bakers, and that's what we want to. And
Hey, for
y'all
all
do
your
it
Virgin
and
Islands
great.
baking goods,
Yeah, yeah. Like
Thomas
we have the
Bakery
one.
ATL.
Mind you, the people in Orlando, the bakers in Orlando, they don't cook. They leave the cooking for me, and when I need a tart or a butter cookie, I know who I gotta go to. They don't
And
come
that's
to me.
fair. That's fair.
And that's what, yeah, I ain't dipping my hand in that. That's not my calling from the heavens. That's not my calling.
There's nothing wrong with that. But also you could order from thomasbakeryatl.com. Do you have an Orlando bakery that you love? Hit the people with it.
um, Orlando get bakery. You what?
You just told
wait,
me. You just told me
wait.
you got baking things in
No,
Orlando.
we have bakers. Like even some of my customers, they're bakers. The only person that I would buy, and that's the only person that I know off the top of my
Uh-huh.
head that bakes here in Orlando is a young lady by the name, I don't know her first name, but it's Weeks. She sells butter bread, titty bread.
Okay.
Um,
That's dope.
it's like you're walking into a bakery. If I know that I need to go and get something authentic, I'll be going to. I wouldn't be going to
That's
no
what's
other
up.
bakery here in Orlando. I go into
Any
my own.
any information where people could possibly reach out to her.
I want to believe her information on Facebook is Weeks Flavor, Weeks or Weeks Bread. For those of you that is in Orlando, she's located at the 3430 restaurant parking lot on Saturday mornings. And I want to say
Nice.
she's probably starts selling maybe about 8 o'clock, but I have went there and it's top notch. That's the best bread I think I ever had in Orlando for 11 years.
That's what's up. Now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do some rapid fire questions from the comments because the comments are kind of lit up, and I don't want
Okay,
anybody to feel like we left them out, right?
okay,
So
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna hit you with the comments. You just hit them with a rapid fire response, and we gonna move on, and we'll
Okay,
close out. All right.
okay, okay.
All right. Monica Tyson Fain says, "Do you do meal prepping for an individual or families?"
Both.
You do both. What do they need to
Mhm.
do to get that done?
Definitely reach out to me in my inbox. I will sit down with you. I'll get a whole meal prep schedule going for you. Let's say if you're doing fruits, different fruits that you like, if you're looking for food, if you're looking for just some people do meal prep with starch, some people do meal preps with just more veggies. So it's just based on what you prefer. If you just want salads, but I cater to what you want. But I do definitely I meal prep every week. Every single week I meal prep. And a matter of fact, I just took on a customer like last week, but I meal prep every single week
That's what's
for
up.
both families and individual as well.
All right. And how long did it take you to get to where you are?
What do you mean by how long it me to get to where I am? Meaning,
So you said you started cooking at an early age. How long would you
mhm.
say it took to
So
get to
I
where you're competing?
where I okay, got you. So like I said, I started cooking when I was 12. I started cooking for a family of six. Um, and it was just big foods. I had stopped cooking for a while because I was into the hair thing. I was like, I don't do hair, whatever the case might be. That wasn't for me. When I came back to Orlando, when I came to Orlando and I started getting like, you know, familiarized and with getting building clientele because building clientele is serious. You got to build clientele, but you have to be able to keep. Okay, that's running weeks unlimited. Thank you, Denise. This is a young lady that's also in the competition as well, her fiance that I was telling you all about earlier. Um, so I would say to get me to where I am right now, it took me like when I actually put my mind to it, maybe 8 years because it was on my mind and the fooling around and yeah, I was cooking here and there, but I really, really like buckled down about 5 years ago, 5, 6 years
Okay.
ago, and then yeah.
Is there a dish that you absolutely hate to cook?
Mm,
Okay. No,
mm-mm. Not
no,
hate.
it's not.
Hate is a
Okay.
strong word.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Dislike.
No,
Sorry.
I, no, not really. I know some dishes take longer to cook than some, but I
Hmm.
can't sit and say, oh, I don't like cooking that.
What's
Mm-mm.
your favorite dish to make?
For myself or for somebody else. For myself, if I had to make it for myself, it would be lamb chops. I love lamb chops.
Really? Okay.
I love grilled lamb chops. Like I
Okay.
would eat lamb
Okay.
chops every
I'm a lamb chop guy myself. And for other
day.
people,
Oh, that's a hard one because everybody taste is you might
it's
want
different.
something the next person, so it's definitely different. But for myself, is I definitely love some lamb chops and some potatoes. Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. All right. So Venice Davis is in the comments and she's saying 321-444-1140 for Chantel Weeks. Bread, bun, tarts,
You
cake
could hear
every
me?
Saturday.
I just had
I
a
can hear
call
you.
come in. Okay, I
Yeah,
can't hear you.
you timed out. You timed out. Can you hear me?
No,
Leave and come back.
leave and come back.
You see, I'm a professional. I do this shit. You see how I just kept going? Y'all don't give me enough props, but whatever. Venice Davis 321-444-1140. Chantel Weeks bread, bun, tarts, cake every Saturday by 340 restaurants. And that is in Orlando, Florida. Orlando, Florida. 321-444-1140. If you want your baked goods in Orlando, that's the place to go. And I know you're making that move to Orlando for Memorial Day weekend because it's Orlando Carnival. So go ahead and jot this number down, copy and paste. All right. There we go. Lasagna. I plain. I plain, but the lasagna thing, I feel like it's a difficult dish, but whatever. The baker is Chantel Weeks. Weekes. That's with an E. Weeks with an E.
Yes, she is a baker as well. I'm sorry, guys.
Hello?
Yeah, you can
You
hear
can
me
hear me?
now? Yes, I can.
All right, we back. All right. So, what are your final words for the people tuning in tonight? What would you like them to know? Well, first, let's start here. Sorry, I apologize. What are your socials and how can people reach you?
So you could definitely follow me on IG under Island Cravings. You could follow me on Facebook. My business page is Island Cravings as well. Some people have me on my personal page, but hey, whatever works for you. My personal page, I'm gonna still respond. Whether it's my business page, I'm gonna definitely respond. But definitely IG, Facebook, TikTok is definitely Island Cravings. My phone number is not a secret, it's not private, it's all over social media. Um, oh, thank you. It's all over social media. And I definitely my phone is always in my hands. If I need to reach out, I will
Ah,
definitely reach out.
uh, killing me. That's the problem with going live, people. It happens.
I'm
It's all good
sorry,
though.
my
You back
yeah,
again?
customers. Yeah, customers
It's
have
all
me. I'm
good.
sorry, I don't know if you can see me. You can
What's the
still see me,
phone
right?
number? What's
Three
the
two
phone number?
one. Like, let me put it in the chat. I don't. I hope everyone could see it if I put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat in case did it show up. You guys still trying to work with this thing here.
That's a private chat, but it's cool.
Oh Lord, you see what I'm talking about? This, I tell you, leave the knife and the cutting and the dicing and I go on that. This whole
This
technology thing, mm-mm,
is
mm-mm.
321-440-2611. All right.
It's on my business page as well. So if you missed it, you could definitely go
And what
ahead
is the
and
business
you'll find
page?
it. Island
What's
Cravings with a K and it ends with a Z. So Island, Krading.
mhm. All right. Island Cravings. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. What
Thank
are your
you.
final words to the people?
I definitely want to say thank you so much to those that have been voting. Please continue to vote. Let's not give up because you vote one day, that doesn't mean you can't vote the next day. Like I said, it is 24 hours. Currently, right now, since the competition started on Monday, I've been holding a number one spot in my group. Haven't lost that yet. So whatever you guys are doing out there, I definitely want to say thank you. You guys are showing up and showing out. And like I mentioned earlier, and I definitely want to go ahead and reiterate that for those the VI chefs that is part of this competition, I definitely wish you guys the best of luck. Of course, including myself. But definitely, my customers, they definitely showed up and showed out, and they're still doing it as well. And I can't thank you is definitely not enough because y'all have me at a number one spot for the past 4 consecutive days. So I definitely want to say thank you for that. Appreciate that.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well for having me. It was a pleasure.
It's what we do. Anytime you have something that you want to promote, whatever. Again, I don't know where the rumor started that we charge to come on the podcast. We do
Oh,
not.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
that.
Somebody asked me how we I don't know. How do we charge or whatever? And no, we do not. That's the point of the podcast is to spotlight VI talent, VI people. That's what we do. No, we do not charge. If you want to come on, you have something to talk about, you have something to promote, and it is VI based, go ahead and DM us. We will schedule you. That's all it is. It's that easy. And it is not an AI that will reply to you. It is literally one of the same difference team. You can ask her. She will tell you.
Definitely. Not meaning to cut you off, John. Listen,
No,
I definitely want to say this because professionalism in the Virgin Islands is something that we have had trouble with for a long, and still having trouble to it up till today.
true.
Professionalism and customer service, and those are two things that I live by until the day I die with my customers. Professional and your customer service is gonna always bring them back. Of course, with the taste of the food, but you but you definitely have to worry about how you treat people. You have to make them comfortable from the jump, from the time I reached out to Ja and had a conversation with him, he was professional from the jump till 45 minutes until 15 minutes before I had to jump on this on this podcast. He was very professional. He definitely did help me, gave me all the information I need. So definitely, if you guys have any type of talent or you need to get anything out there, like he said, because and it is VI based, please reach out to him. Definitely go ahead and support, even down to my customers that is here on the live with me tonight. Definitely go ahead and follow his page. keep in contact with what's going on. When he do have podcasts, like tell a friend to tell a friend. Like if you're not able to do it, maybe your friend can, but definitely tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey, just jump on and see what's up. Listen to something. You don't you need to pass some time. You bored. You just want to listen to something. Jump on the podcast because yeah, Ja, you rock. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a big shout out, man. I appreciate it. This, like I said, this is what we do. Literally, that's the whole point of the podcast is to spotlight VA people because we did not believe that those there are a group of people that are doing big things that do not get the spotlight because they're not popular yet. And we were
Mm,
once in that group. So now we want to be the platform that does it for them because we wish we
definitely,
had that platform then, right? When we
definitely.
had 10 followers, we wish we had somebody with thousands of followers to go ahead and bring us on. But
Mhm.
now we're trying to be that for the Virgin Islands. That's the whole plan. It's not no scheme. It's not no, like it
Yes.
really isn't a get rich quick scheme because I am still poor. Like, I am still poor. I do this because I love it for real.
Hmm.
And I think that the VI, we need a bigger stage. Like we're
We do.
doing it big. You see this woman here right now
Mhm.
is going on a major stage, major platform on a competition, and who talks about it for real? You know what I'm saying? You got people that's going on the View, that going on the major news networks talking about what they do. Who talks
Why we
about it?
can't do it?
Tourism? No, but
Like
I
anything
digress.
that they could do out there, we could do. We have the same talent and
Exactly.
maybe more in the Virgin Islands, a small island. And yeah, we just gotta get out there. That's what it is.
That's all it is.
That's
And
all. That's all
I
it is.
I wish you the best, man. And
Thank you. I'm gonna
thank you.
definitely keep you guys posted. The
Please
information is
do.
always on my personal pages. I always have it on my business page as well. If you guys vote, y'all could actually keep y'all could actually see the rank and where I actually stand in the competition. So definitely go ahead and you could go ahead and push that button. It is free of charge.
It's
It takes
free.
less than 10 seconds to do, like literally. You just press vote and it's taking you on your merry way.
Yep.
And that's what it
Like 2 clicks and you gone
is.
about your day and you vote
Definitely.
once every 24 hours. I've
Hmm.
done it today. Have you? Marcus has posted the link several different times. So don't DM me like, where's the link? It's in there. I promise you. All right. So go ahead and
Yes.
look. And if
Marcus,
you
thank
want to,
you.
go ahead and reach out to Marcus Norman, Gentleman Style Podcast. He'd love to have you on as well. That's my brother. This is what we do, man.
Okay.
That's what we do. Thank you so
And
much.
please, y'all, let me know what we cooking for September so we could get this thing. We going I gonna make Isla Cravens gonna make sure y'all is straight.
Listen, I don't tell you. I don't tell you. Gold water is number one. If you don't make nothing else,
Make
right?
the most of
A big pot.
a big pot.
I want a
That
pot that
works.
need multiple people. I need four handles on a pot. You hear me?
Oh, you eating goat water for days then?
Yeah, yeah. Listen, we gonna talk to you offline.
Yeah, we go.
We gonna talk to you
we
offline.
we gonna definitely do that. We gonna definitely do that. But it was a
All right.
pleasure. It was definitely a pleasure. Thank you so much for
Thank you
having
so
me.
much
I
for
enjoyed
coming
it.
on. We appreciate you. Thank you guys in the comments. We appreciate you. Go ahead and share, 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 share. Go ahead and vote. Please, if you like this podcast, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube at VI underscore very underscore own. Go ahead and subscribe on IG, Facebook, and Instagram. All right. Go ahead and do that right now. We appreciate you. We love you guys. That is Chef Tiffany Hanley. I am Ja. This has been Same Difference. We love you. We out.
Thank you.